I would not let them put Holiday in Cambodia in a Levi's TV commercial.
E fai bene.
Yeah. And they refused to compromise. Their goal is to steal the albums and destroy Alternative Tentacles Records, which I have put 22 years of work into, and they want to destroy it. And so they take it through into a courtroom in a trial. Listen. And, oh, come on. I'm trying to explain something that you need to know. If you're a Dead Kennedys fan, you need to know that you're about to get ripped off big time unless you stop and think. Because Ray, Klaus, and DH took this into a courtroom and said that they wrote all my songs and that I plotted to hide all this money from them, that I had actually, there was a bookkeeping mistake. Yes, I admit it, but the money was paid before they sued me, but they sued me anyway. So then they bring in a witness to the trial from Grateful Dead Records who says that I should pay them $500,000 in damages because they're not on MTV or in Rolling Stone or any of that commercial shit. And so I owe, and they said that I should pay them even more money because if X amount more money had been spent advertising albums that everybody who likes punk music already knew existed, then X amount more CDs automatically would have been sold, so I should pay them $500,000 for CDs that don't exist. And to their own shock, you can see it on their faces, the jury in the courtroom believed them and took